My name is Murdoch and this is Football Manager 19. I've been wanting to do this on my channel since I started nearly 3 months ago, but I've been waiting for this edition to come out, and it was released on the 2nd of November. I did think about doing the beta version, but I decided to wait for the full version release before diving into this, and especially this challenge. Like with many of you who are watching this, we always do the team that we support, but this time I thought I'll do something different, something I've not done before, which is a little odd because I've played Football Manager now since the very beginning, so pre-Football Manager, in fact, Championship Manager. Loved it and stuck with it every single year, but this year I'm going to be doing the Pentagon challenge. For those of you that don't know what that is, let me go through. The idea is you start unemployed with no badges whatsoever, and you start as a Sunday League manager. So let's just load this database up first. Yeah, no badges whatsoever, and the idea is that you need to win the Champions League in 5 continents, hence the Pentagon. So you've got to win Champions League in Europe, North America, South America, Asia, and Africa. I decided to start in Asia, somewhere I don't know much about. Obviously, we've heard a lot about the Chinese league at the moment. A lot of European players seem to be going there, especially for the Premiership. So I thought I'll dive into there to start with. But yeah, there's quite a few leagues. Just going to load those up. There are a couple of parameters you can add to this, and a couple I'm definitely going to do, and one I'm considering, but I'll probably wait until we get there. One is that I will only change clubs if I get sacked or have won the Champions League or have been offered a position somewhere else. So I cannot resign from a club just because there's one in a better league or better standing already in the Champions League or anything like that. I have to work my way up. And the other one I'm not sure about yet, but I'll welcome your feedback. And that's when we get to Europe, whether we load the English Premier League. A lot of people believe, to be a true football manager, stay away from England and focus mainly on Europe, remainder of Europe, so the Spanish leagues, the Dutch league, the Italian league, or even go into Sweden and maybe Russia, maybe do something a bit different. So that's something I'm considering at the moment. So, as you can see from here, no coaching qualifications, so it'll be a case of going to the club at the right time and asking to go on the relevant courses to go up to be able to manage in the Champions League or compete in the Champions League and a Sunday League football. Good old grassroots. Apparently I'm 24 years old. I can cope with that. Maybe a little bit older than that. Shall I edit this and we shall move on. Okay, I made a start. Applied for a couple of jobs. I think I went for about 4 or 5 interviews before I landed the. I apologise for my pronunciation, but it's Kaltong Putra FC in the 2nd division of the Indonesian league. It was quite, I was getting quite demotivated, I should say. I was all rejected for all these jobs, but this job came up, and thankfully they accepted. I didn't change my age, so we'll stick with 24 at the moment. And as you can see, I'm earning £375 per week for a year. Within the Indonesian leagues, they tend to start in January, and they're already a few games into the season. So look at their club history. I do apologise if I'm a bit all over the place. I haven't really dabbled in the new version, so everything here is new to me as well as probably to you. I'm not gone ahead of time, which I probably should have done, and looked up in more detail about everything, what are the functions. So if there's a pop-ups with hints and tips, I do apologise. It's all for me. So yeah, you can see this is a league. I did do a little bit of research, and they did change the league setup a few seasons ago. I think it's now League 1, 2 and 3. I can't remember how they pronounce it, but it looks like they had a brief stint at the top of the league, and they were 9th. And for some reason, yeah, it's a small league, isn't it? There's only 11 teams, I believe, in each league, so they got relegated in 13, and have been staying in Division 2 for the last few seasons. Second, so obviously didn't make the playoffs, because if you look at the league structure for this, there is a north and south divide. So I think it has very similar playoffs to the non-league in England, where top one from each division go off and then the rest do sort of play off. But I need to look into that more detail. Our main focus is getting out of the bottom 3. As you can see, we've played 4 games and drawn 3 and lost 1, so yet to win a game, which is slightly worrying. Our best striker has been sold to League 1, so let's load my custom view. Dashboard. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. So we can now have a look here at the team we've inherited. I'm a little bit concerned here because it says players must be 22 or younger on the 31st of the 3rd, 2018. Born after 31st of the 3rd, 1995. But as you can see, we have few older players that have played this season, so I don't know how that works, so I'll be interested to see what happens in our first game. Our next game is a League 2 game against Persitra. They're currently lying 7th in League 2, a couple of places above us, so it'll be quite good to get a result against them. Hopefully get on winning ways, to be honest. In the league there are 11 teams and you play each other twice, so yeah, we've 2 draws, 1 in the last game and a draw. Not too bad, could be worse, because the staffing, as I see, yeah, induction, we'll skip that, or not. Let's set this up actually. Manage friendlies, yeah, let's do the friendlies for now, and hold all the interviews. Of course, recruit staff, and negotiate contracts. We're all down. Because basically, with very limited staff, we've got myself, my assistant manager, who is Boomerang Sumatra, I'd guess. Yeah, he's 41 years old. And he's not too bad. To be quite sure what scope we have to recruit players, our budget is quite poor. I think we're over budget. Yeah, we're at 7,000, just over 7,000 per week. And we're currently spending 8,300 a week. So we're over a wage budget anyway. We've got a transfer budget of 4,000 at the moment. Let's have a look at the transfers we've done so far. History. Right, okay, we've had a lot of players in, by the looks of things. A lot of free transfers already. Looking ahead, team report. It seems to be an area we're weak on our left side. Might try to look to see if we got at least somebody that can cover. At the moment, it's not looking promising, so we might have to factor that into our system. We're using a 4-4-2 formation. We're creating 7 chances in 90 minutes, which isn't particularly great, which is 3 above our opponent. Okay, a look at the dynamics. Yeah, we haven't been playing particularly well, so that's why I'm not too worried about this at the moment. Have a look at the hierarchy. Our vice captain is the highly influential player. Our captain is just an influential player. We haven't got any team leaders, which is worrying. Might see if we can bring somebody in. But Antana is, or Antina, is attacker is 36 years old, so he's only played 1 game this season. Looks like we bought him for this season, or he was on a free. So let's have a look at our captain. He's a centre back, which is good. 32 years old, and no idea how you pronounce that. I do apologise. I struggle with English at the best of times, but lesser known Indonesian. Adaptable, markings okay, and heading. Best years are behind him, obviously, with his age. He's got one negative. What's he concerned about? Lacks depth in midfield. I think, looking at the previous screen, I completely see what you mean, especially on the left wing. Tina is the same, exactly the same. Lacks depth in midfield. So, well, it's definitely something I wanted to look at. Let's have a look at our under-21s. It looks like we've only got 2 players in our under-21s. Pratyam, a central defender, 19 years old. He's got a bit of prospects there. He's got a bit of potential there. So, be interesting to see. Again, somebody we brought in this season. And this is our striker in the under-21s. I'm not even going to hesitate a guess at pronouncing that one. Don't want to embarrass myself even more than I already have. So this guy may leave us in a month. He's only £300 a week. He's got quite good potential, so I might look at keeping him. So yeah, I've not even attended the opening meeting yet, so I'm going to do that. And these are the players, these are the key signings. Right, okay, we've got some signings here already. We've loaned in 3 players. And they're quite older players, a 37-year-old defender, 27-year-old striker, who scored a goal for us at the moment. He might be our only goal scorer. And we have a central midfielder who's, he's got good potential. Costing us per week, which is good. Right, I think it's fair we get through the opening meeting. Yeah, I'd love to learn more about the club. Yes, I don't know much about the club at all. Yeah, meet the fans and media. Hope to have a long career at the club. Yes, the assistant can help me out. Yes, I need to meet the backroom staff. I'm going to leave youth. Yes, go for it. Yes, I'll be idea. So I've just set it out now. So my assistant manager, is going to be looking after the youth, echoing the tactics I pick for this team, which I haven't done yet. I think that's it. Thank you very much. That's our opening meeting done. I'm not going to make any board requests. So these are the induction things that I've done. I need to focus on tactics, which is next. But I want to learn a bit more about the squad, so where we are, see where our strengths are before I go into the tactics side of things. So we'll look at that probably in the next video when we do look at our first game. So we get a bit about the club. Oh, we've won the Indian Premier Division. When was that? Do we know? List all club honours. Yeah, we were the winner in 2012. So that's interesting. And we came 3rd in this division, or this equivalent division, since they have had a restructure, I think. I could be wrong, I do apologise. In 2006, I might be looking at some other league. So yeah, our youth facilities are poor, and our training facilities are poor. This is our stadium. It holds 25,000. It'd be interesting to see. Let's have a look at our previous game. What sort of attendance were we getting? Here we go. We had a 3,000. We were away from home, so we had 122 fans with us. So that's good. That's good. Let's go back. Yeah, we haven't got minimal youth or junior coaching and limited youth recruitment. There's something, if we're going to stay at this club for any length of time, that we are weighing, is focus on the youth, see if we can bring some good young players in, because we simply haven't got the money. But then again, youth, improving youth is going to cost us. So team introduction, adaptation, technique, stamina, I'm not sure about using a 4-4-2. Normally, lower leagues I will go for a 4-4-2, but we are very weak on the left-hand side, so I might have to go for 3 in midfield. Maybe use wing-backs, depends on our defence. We'll have to have a look. We've just got one goalkeeper. Yeah, we need a goalkeeper. Yeah, we're currently spending £375 over our wage budget, which is not ideal, as I previously said. What I'll probably do is try and transfer the money from our transfer budget to prop up the wages, so we don't, so we're not going every month. Marking isn't the best, goalkeeping, handling is not particularly good, or commanding the area, or kicking, or throwing, or one-to-ones isn't the best. I'm not surprised. Finish, positioning, reflexes, acceleration isn't the best. Free kick takers, there isn't best in terms of pace or agility or concentration. 2 of the assists conceded in the last 4 games came from the right hand side of the pitch, which is not surprising as we got weak on the left hand side. Definitely room for improvement. Yeah, so we're definitely in this team for the long haul. Right, we're gonna make a request. Too early to make requests. Okay, haven't been here for long enough to make requests. Right, we need to go to the tactics. Right, I think we're going to do that in the next video. So this is just we've bought a lot of players on short-term contracts this season, and obviously they're running out, especially this one. So that might be one of the first contracts we renew. Although he's 36, so we'll see. So this is our brief introduction into the club. Just before I go, so the it's owned by the council club, or the pitch. I say the facilities owned by the council. It's in good condition. I know the basic facilities as you would see, no roof, no under soil heating or anything like that. Definitely a challenge as going forward. To be honest, I'm not quite sure how much money there is in this league, even in the Division 1. But that's our aim. This season is purely to stay away from the bottom 3 and to relegated, because I believe there are 4 divisions in this league, and obviously only the first 2 are covered within Football Manager. Yeah, we've got a national reputation, so not know much outside the league. To be honest, I didn't know much about the team, but I will be looking forward to understanding them a bit more. Yeah, so I think that's a good foundation to build on for this series. Thank you very much for joining me. Please feel free to join me along with this challenge. Sign up for the Pentagon challenge. Let me know in the comments below what team you managed to get appointed to, what league you're in, where you started, and maybe we can do this journey together. That's it for this video, and the next video, like I said, we're going to focus on the tactics and maybe get our first game under the way. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Watching this is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.